ごいとこまで来たな。
Everybody, welcome to the Scarred Thumb Podcast. Got a lot of fun things to talk about today. Hey, Reluctant Reader, good to see you. Good morning, Deborah. Good to see you as well. And we'll just start right in on the topics. We got a few fun things to discuss, and we're going to play some Kirby Air Ride at the end, too. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, Hytale. Let me give a context if you haven't listened to more recent streams. Hytale was a game developed by this gentleman, Simon, Hypixel, it was bought up by Riot in like 2020-ish, right when they did all like that stimulus money, and there's a bunch of free money floating around, so a bunch of corporations got a lot of it and did acquisitions that never panned out and got a bunch of people fired. And so, those stimulus really worked out for everybody. But it got bought by Riot. Riot decided to basically change the code, like redo the engine, or sort of, and then the project completely stalled out. It's been like 7 years, and there's been nothing to show for it. So the owner, Simon, made an appeal to get it back, to actually make something of it. And basically what's happened now is they're actually going into early access, basically a few months after acquiring it, because I think they're doing the original engine. But let me just read this because I think it illuminates it. Hytale early access date is now set for January 13th, 2026. This is true early access, meaning it's still very much unfinished and broken. So he's really trying to set expectations here. I think he needs, they need player feedback, they need capital, so they're going into early access. And this is kind of a way, one of the things that early access does is, but you have my team's commitment to make Hytale the game we've always wanted to be. The game isn't good yet. Eventually it will be. If you don't feel comfortable pre-ordering or participating in early access, please don't. Hytale and Hypixel Studios are independent again. We are returning to the original vision from the 2018 trailer because we went back to an older build of the game. So this is like, I think, their original sort of engine that they had a lot of stuff done on, but so it's now meant to be. That was now meant for prototyping. Some parts of the game will feel behind, but our momentum is strong. We're working fast to make this into the game we all dreamed of. Modding and creative tools are in a decent state. However, they're not where we want them to be long term. That being said, they're ready for players who want to create content on day one. This is a good moment for modders, server owners, and creators to step in early. They will play a significant role in Hytale's future. So this is basically Simon, like, hey, community modders, if you want to make some like crazy server, this is the time to get in, to buy in. They want, people to take a risk, because there's a very good chance this could fail, especially if it's like terrible. But he's kind of going in. First impression will be rough. Path ahead matters more. More details coming soon. Follow our channel for updates. We hope to see you on January 13th, 2026. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Hytale's been through a long journey, and soon enough, we will be home. That's pretty cool. That basically this project that was kind of bought up by Riot, big company, giant, Chinese company essentially, since it's Riot's owned by, I think majority owned by Tencent at this point. I could be wrong. It's basically Chinese owned at this point. And then sort of like flopped, just sort of languishing away in obscurity, not being finished. Gets bought up by the original owner. The owner's, super passionate to bring it back. You kind of want to root for it. It does, man. Well, I have some footage of it so you can kind of get an impression of what it is. It's like adventure Minecraft kind of thing. So I don't know just how much the Minecraft part's going to play, but I mean, I like Minecraft, so maybe I would play this game. We'll see. Simon, so they're doing polls right here, like, oh, you want a glider? So you can have a glider in the game, which I guess kind of makes sense in a sort of a Breath of the Wild sort of open world thing. People like that stuff. Oh, good morning, X-Runner. Good to see you. But here's some footage of it. This guy reacting, how I reacted to the Hytale footage for the first time. 7 years waiting for a gameplay video this cold. And I just want to say, the start, like, if you're I haven't played Minecraft in a while, so I've kind of gone away from the Minecraft community and watching, like, Minecraft videos. I just forgot just how good they are at glazing videos. They really are the masters of making the absolute mundane try and seem interesting. I don't know if they do it, but it's like the most like sycophantic PR marketer will like look at this video and be like, oh my god, like I can't compete with this. This guy's on another level. But still, it kind of shows you what Hytale's about, or gives you an idea.
Man, the music and the sounds, they all look so good. All right, so he's fighting skeleton mobs. We've never seen this before. This is 1v1 combat with mobs. All right, and they're looking around, jumping. Man, that jump is... Whoa, did you see that slide? So there's...
Did you see the slide, guys? Holy shit.
Momentum. Wandering around. Oh, are we gonna... That's what breaking a tree looks like in Hytale. It all falls down like that. That looks so cool.
The tree fell down.
Them there.
Did you see that?
Oh, did you see that triple shot? How cool was that? How cool was that? Let's go. Outlanders. We're seeing the Outlanders. What is... Oh, snap. So the Outlanders are a faction in Zone 3. We know they're kind of like an evil version of humans. Let's go. Okay, so we are right...
I just love... It's like every little thing. It's like he knows. Like he's been trained on the fact that like there's like a YouTube algorithm. There's just an army of like 10-year-olds watching these videos that he needs to dangle some keys in front of like every 5 seconds to make sure they don't turn away from his video.
Right back to the legacy combat that we've had previews of before, but now we're actually seeing it from a player's perspective. Oh, just listen to that. Listen to how good that sounds. Oh my god, and Alco out onto the balcony and he sits down. Nice.
You can
nice.
sit
this
down.
Is like a kind of elven style avatar. Oh, what a smash. All right, look at the fireflies. What is going on here? Mantling so you can cross a gap that you might not be sure if you can cross it, but man, just in time you can mantle. What is this
I don't like how dark this
thing
is, to
right
be honest.
here? What is this thing? What is that? It
What
looks
is
so messed up, dude. Just going right away. What the heck was that? That was like a Varan spawn? They put down some kind of totem? It's a void eye. So the...
This seems like if we took Minecraft and like put Skyrim,
void eyes are a type of corrupted
like,
mob that seems to be floating
put it
around
together.
out there. A crawler, which seems to have just come from the ground there.
I mean, the idea has potential. Where it's like, all right, one of the things that's not so great with Minecraft is like late game or even like adventure combat. There's not a lot of stuff for you to kind of like explore there. But and so I think Hytale is kind of trying to do that, make it more about adventuring and or at least make that good, and that while still hopefully still like kind of having the creativity of Minecraft, having a lot of stuff you can do. I don't know if it's going to work because I kind of think one of the interesting things about Minecraft, or one of the things that makes Minecraft work, is it kind of is abstract in a sense. If you get what I'm saying, like the fact that it's abstract kind of adds to the creativity, because there's a little bit of fuzziness in like what you're making. When you make like some of these pixels like half pixels or quarter pixels, like give it too much resolution, I think it loses some of its charm. But we'll see if they can actually make this like an interesting combat system too. I'm not like the biggest fan of 3D like first person combat, especially melee. Though they do have guns in this, which is
just
absurd.
Okay, nice. So you know, like mob AI does exist.
Hey,
it's
good
not
morning,
like
dude.
it's non-existent. Is this gonna be? We're gonna get
Yeah,
jump
we'll
scared
see
by
how
a fence
good
stalker.
mob AI is.
What is that?
Oh my god!
What is that?
What is that?
That's some creepy glowing thing. That's some
There's a
creepy
thing.
glowing thing, dude. What is that? Man, look at this. Look at the world gen here. If this is all like fully generated, look at there's a camp and a prefab castle.
Yo, dudes, have you seen the world gen?
Glowing
This is
and lighting in the
amazing.
distance like points of interest. I'm telling you, this is just... Look at that. And the sounds. The sounds, man. The sounds. Oh my gosh. The minimap. And you can
I didn't get
see
what the sound was so
Look how
great about
much
the
we're
signs.
getting. We've never seen this much before. Oh, dude. It looks like a whole ass D&D map. It looks huge. Whoa. That waypoint, though, which is pretty cool. Look at the render distance.
It does.
The render distance.
It does look like I don't know if this is good or bad, but it does have, I guess maybe similar to Valheim if you've ever played it. It'll have like certain zones, and like you have to like kind of gear up to go into those zones. Like because I mean, like if you're gonna have, you know, these harder enemies, you kind of have to do that in a sense, because you can't just have like the hardest enemy appear right next to where you spawn. So you have to like kind of, that's one of the downsides, is you have to set these things kind of structured a little bit more than you would in Minecraft World Generation, because you have to have like, you start out in like the easiest zone with the easiest mobs, and then you can, as you gear up, you can kind of progress to harder and harder stuff, which has a charm of its own, but it's a little less open world. What is this guy on?
Just
I want
look at that.
Adderall, I assume.
Are we in zone 4 here? Is this zone 4? I think this might actually be zone 4.
I need my what's the streamer
Look at
stack
that. Look
to
how
take?
beautiful
Adderall
that looks with all
and
the ambient
crack
lighting.
cocaine.
All of the different colors just coming together and all the foliage. This is crazy.
I need my ADHD meds.
Oh, when the
Lock
music
in and
kicks
then get Adderall as like an upper.
When the music kicks in zone 4.
Ritalin maybe.
In Hytale. What is that? What?
They have so far it's been like very like Skyrim-esque, you know, like adventure, medieval times, and then all of a sudden, yeah, there's just a gun in it. Why not?
Okay, just shooting outlanders with guns.
We just have an AK now. Why not?
What's he placing down here? It said an ancient.
It's cool.
An ancient something or other, and it's created a portal with
Portal.
some sort of fragment of Orbis I saw there. And then into the portal they go.
Hopefully
just
they do
like
have like quick transport, and that's this guy, this KC Hytale guy, really doing his best. I mean, he really is doing his best. It's fun in a way, but holy exhausting. I forgot how exhausting Minecraft YouTubers are. They really are. So, and there's another clip of somebody playing it. Literally just pistol whipping, shooting with like a modern day pistol in this like treetop forest fantasy. It's so jarring, like, but I could kind of see the just shooting a random guy. Why not? Why not just shoot the cute little woodland creatures with a Glock? Though, like, maybe the openness of it is kind of the charm, where it's like what if we just give guys like a playground to add whatever they want? Why wouldn't you add guns as a natural progression? Like a more disciplined developer might say, like, you know, we got to have a certain theme, we got to have certain immersion. It just wouldn't fit. You know, the Glock is just so jarring and doesn't fit. And then there are other people like, you know what? It's cool, so let's just add it. Let's just let you shoot stuff. Why not? Like, that's like the first thing like every Minecraft mod like adds is guns or like nukes or some other crap. Let's just make the destructive level just super high, and who cares if the game crashes? So I could kind of see it, but I don't know. It's an interesting project. I don't know what they'll charge for early access, but I might try it. Just because I do just like the general story of Hytale, it kind of being rescued by its original creator and him trying to make it a thing. It's a fun story, and it looks like a pretty interesting project. So I mean, hoping for the best for him. This was something that I was brought up, and I really just don't get it, because this permaban guy is a big anti-woke account, and I get why they don't like this sort of moral pile driving of like, oh, Gooner Games, or like, you know, because I mean, some of these people are exhausting, 100%, but I just don't see the reason to defend Gotcha at all. And like, even like Stellar Blade, like, it's probably not like the absolute height of action gameplay. It's a fun game, but it just gets so much more attention because of the sort of cultural war stuff around it, that it in some ways it gets exhausting. Like, at the end of the day, like, I want beautiful women, but I want better games to play. That's what I want. And like, gotcha games are not good games, and all the beautiful women that they put in are designed to take your money. Like, how is that a good thing? Like, would these people defend, you know, e-girls or, you know, streamers, like hot tub streamers? I mean, it's like the same thing. It's like using sexuality to take cash from you. And like, if you want to do that, go ahead. I don't really care, but I don't I'm not going to pretend that it's like a good thing to for it to be common, especially with gacha games as common as it is. But he's commenting here: be shift up, Korean dev team make a game for their fans that they know their fans will love, and said fans are already expressing their hype for. I think devs like Shift Up will eventually learn if gamers don't play games specifically made to appeal to them. He's kind of being dishonest here because it's like, and before another Chicom gacha game, Coomer Bait, which is so many of these gacha games are the same. They're so sameish. It's really annoying. They've kind of locked in that monetization strategy. Like everything has like a little micro progressions. There's a schedule like bi-weekly, or maybe I think it's around bi-weekly that a new banner comes out. I mean, not bi-weekly, but bi-monthly, that a new banner comes out, and they make sure you can get just enough resources to kind of get it, like maybe 50 rolls when you need like 200 rolls. So if you buy in, you try and get like oh, I'm almost halfway there, or, I'm a quarter way there, maybe I just spend a little more, I'll get it. They've just engineered this thing to be as addictive as possible. Just to take advantage of your dopamine circuits as much as possible. And we're going to defend it because it has cute girls in it. I mean, give me a break. Other shifter will learn this continues to do what many gamers do in fact want. Do gamers really want? If you ever played a gacha games, and look, they're fun, but they're junk food. They're really just junk food. Like, you do the same thing every day. Every day. It's like, oh, time to do my daily quests, fight this boss, use all my stamina or whatever. Everyone has a stamina because you have to be time gated because you want everyone to come back every day. It's all great. So Shift will get, oh yes, a game made to attract waifu gacha gamers will somehow fail to attract them. What logic? I mean, there is a lot of failed gacha games too. It's worth mentioning there is a entire app store full of failed waifu gacha games. It's not easy actually because you're competing against literally like one of the biggest people, MiHoYo. You're competing against them. You're competing against Blue Archive. You're competing against Azure Lane, which has been around forever. There's a ton of really established gacha games. Of course, Shift Up has done Nike Goddess of Victory, which is an extremely popular gacha game as well. So it's like they already have one, so they know how to do it, and they probably do have an installed fan base, so they'll do well. But it's not a guarantee for sure, and there's also not a guarantee that won't eat up some of their. Like MiHoYo's already found that their other gacha games are kind of eating into the profits of their other gacha games. So at some point, like Zenless Zone Zero and Raid Shadow Legends. Zenless Zone Zero and Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, like all these they're not like getting new people into it. They're just slightly different versions of almost the same game practically. Like slight variations. So it's like probably just they'll play it, eventually they'll learn if we all just don't. Which I mean will never happen because they're always going to developers are always going to like go to the lowest common denominator, which I mean gacha games are the lowest common denominator for sure. It's like if we, like I said this before, it's like gacha games are like, if you think of video games as content, gacha games are the end product, where it's like we just make new content all the time. Here's a new character, here's a new story, and everything is manufactured to like fuel that with money, like where you pay just incremental little things, little bits of cash to get more content, new skins, new everything. Like boom, they just have it on a regular schedule. They know how to get it done. It's not big enough that it's a really big stretch for them to do, and that's boom. That's what you get. Here's another cute girl for you to collect. And look, I've played the games before. They're fun enough for what they are, but I just don't like, if you're serious about video games as like art, I don't see why you would encourage more of it. It's like I would prefer less gacha games, honestly. And people releasing full games where the goal is to make the funnest game possible with the like most interesting gameplay, most interesting enemies, really great art. That's what I think the goal should be, making the best art possible. Where these gacha games are like making a roadmap to keep people engaged to make the most money possible. They're 100% video games as a product rather than video games as art. I just don't see how I could debate it with the gacha game. So be it. Some people are just really, they get really defensive because a lot of people will shit on these games as like Gooner Games, or like, oh, you like sexy women, you must be a degenerate, which I mean, I get. And this is another game that another genre of games, Vampire Survivors, is a blight on the gaming industry. Holy shit! Which is, I guess, this Ninja Kawaii Games new way to pop balloons is coming. That's this Friday. It's another one of those things that are just like, ooh, this is satisfying. Look at the numbers. Look at the shiny numbers, and then like they got a different character. Vampire Survivors is another one of these like, hey, we just made a little gambling game. It's like get a chest, get a new build. All the builds are different every time you play it. It's ridiculously simple. There's no enemy design here. It's just literally balloons coming at you. But hey, this does well because it's so easy, and it just like taps in instantly satisfying. It's another one of these games that just takes advantage of the way the human mind works. But that's here nor there. This is another sad notice termination. Pokemon Unite, and not overall, but if you're from the Belgium and Netherlands, they are ending service for that region, which is kind of crazy. Like, I feel like the EN wouldn't be that different, like a general EN server, or maybe they can like move over, but it sucks for them, man. Because I mean, if you like bought a lot of this stuff, it's kind of like a League of Legends with like Pokemon, similar to that. It's a MOBA, but I mean, if you've been playing this for like since it came out, which I think was like 2 years ago, or maybe I guess 4 years ago, considering it's over on the side it says 4th year anniversary. So I mean, if you've been playing it regularly from the point of release, you've probably spent easily $1,000 into this game. Over 1,000. If you've been picking up skins, with sort of regularly picking up skins or getting new updates or that kind of stuff, it's pretty easy to spend that. I mean, and to be fair, they probably spend like thousands of hours if you play it regularly. So, I mean, you've probably gotten your money's worth out of it. But now that's just done. It's like, well, sorry, it's not making us enough money. See you later. All that money you spent is now completely worthless. You cannot use it again. I mean, the kind thing to do would be like, hey, you can still play on EN. Maybe you won't, if you can't speak English, you maybe won't understand it as much, but all your stuff will be transferred over. But I really doubt they would do that. And this guy saying like stop killing games is right. I mean, it would be nice if they were forced to at least allow you to have a private server. Like the government would be force these companies to do that, since now they have like their $1,000 video game is completely worthless and they can't play it at all. That they would have to do that, or have to like do something like I said, transfer all their stuff over to a working server at the very least. But these guys seem pretty screwed at this point. It's like, we apologize for any inconvenience. We apologize that all your in-game items are now nothing. They mean nothing now. Sorry. Bye-bye. It's sad to see. Sad to see. But also, like, and then this is the thing. Also, speaking with the gacha games, there's at some point a lot of these are going away. Support will end, and what is your game now? Where's all your waifus now? They're gone, completely worthless. You can't even enjoy them because the servers don't even work. What happens then? Yeah, they're just gone. So yeah, it's so good. Gacha games are so good. We should have more of them. And then this Tim Sweeney, boss of Epic Games, getting a lot of people pissed off. saying that I think stores like Steam should stop labeling games being made with AI. It makes no sense, he says, because AI will be involved in nearly all future production. It's probably true down the line, that, but it's even hard to say. Like, at what point does AI just become a tool? Like, becomes like good enough that it's a tool where it's just like helping people do something, like almost like object selection in Photoshop. I mean, I assume there's like some sort of AI or some sort of like idea. I mean, if that's a tool, is that a tool or is that AI? If it uses AI to like oh yeah, this is where the cutoff of the character is, would that be considered AI? I mean, eventually, yeah, AI is going to become a big thing, but there's, especially with Steam, there's just so much trash on it. It would be nice to see like, hey, this is using a lot of AI generated content, and avoid it. Because right now, I feel like a lot of people are just using it as a crutch to give you like substandard artwork or some other thing. But I mean, like stuff like using AI to translate stuff. If you're a small team, like, why wouldn't you? And having the AI label might kind of hurt your sales or like make people think that you're kind of using it for something else. So I mean, AI for small teams, I could definitely see a reason, especially like translation or maybe some other things, that might be hard to outsource or pay to outsource it, that are like significant. Like if you have like a shoot 'em up, or like even like that Toho Mukasai Perfect Damaku Festival Volume 3 that I was playing the other day, where the translations are awful. I mean, if they used AI for that, so be it. The story's not important. It's a shoot 'em up. It's about shooting stuff, actually playing the game. Who cares about the story? Which, I mean, I don't at all. So why not use AI? I could care less. It doesn't hurt the quality of the game at all, in the least. But overall, I think I'd rather have the tag than not, just to see it. So let people decide. Tim Sweeney, let people decide. I think I've rated it. No, I think the tag makes sense. It may not in the future. He could be right, just ahead of his time here. That they'll become like so good, or like when the tools become good enough that they're saving so much time, and it's like and doing stuff that's like insignificant to the artistic vision of it. Like if you had like a fill tool, if it's something like doing something like a fill tool or an object selection tool or something like that, where you could kind of save your you could save a lot of time, then yeah, I could definitely see like everybody using it, because why wouldn't you? If you can still produce and like still have your input into it in an artistic way, which I definitely think you can, and save a ton of time, they're going to be using it eventually. And then just another thing on Gabe. Gabe keeps winning. Agreed, the AI tag is relevant to art exhibits for authorship. And this is another Tweety post. And for digital content licensing marketplaces where buyers need to understand the rights situation. So he's like trying to like debate on it, which is never good. And then no, Tim, the customer deserves to know. It's like, why stop AI use? We could have mandatory disclosures for what shampoo brand the developer uses. Customers deserve to know, LOL. Like, I don't know if this is the right course of action here. Like, I think people would like to know if the developer used AI. What shampoo they use is not as relevant. But this also sparked debate, because video game awards are coming up. Hollow Knight developers say they expect Silcon to lose at the Game Awards. Expedition 33 is exceptional and broadly palatable, whereas we're on the knife's edge, where it appeals to some and infuriates others. So people were obviously, I don't know if obvious, but to me this makes perfect sense that Expedition 33 is more palatable. It's a lot more story-based. It's a lot, RPGs, a lot easier to play than Silksong is. I mean, I haven't played Expedition 33, and I heard some stuff can be a little difficult, but overall, and this guy trying to say a turn-based RPG being described as broadly palatable is not on my bingo card. I mean, it's not exactly a turn-based as like the dodging and all that other stuff, so it's not specifically strategy. Uh, I don't see what's wrong with this statement, but I think people want to act like, oh, Silk Song did so well. It sold so well. Why wouldn't people like it? Again, I feel like it's a far harder and a far more niche game. And I think this is probably correct that Expedition 33 is going to sweep up, because generally people want games that are basically content. They want story-based games. They want high production-based games. So many of these people that work in the industry and in the media want them to just be kind of movies with like some gameplay in it. And that's just the reality. So games like Silk Song that were clearly made for people that played Hollow Knight aren't going to be as popular. But I mean, still good news in the fact that they're going to be making games. Hollow Knight already announced a DLC, and I'm not sure if they're going to be working on Hollow Knight 3. They may switch to a different project, because I mean, I could kind of get, after spending almost, I mean, they'd probably be developing Hollow Knight games for like 12 plus years, that they want to try something different. I can imagine, I can kind of definitely see burning out after a while, but they're going to keep doing it. Nuke's confident that Expedition 33 is going to win. I'm sure it's going to do extremely well. I know Nuke liked that game quite a lot. I can definitely see it winning. It's Errata. This was apparently Capcom is charging fans to stream the upcoming Street Fighter 6 tournament finals, which is so bizarre. But I guess this is a way, in a lot of ways, which isn't surprising, to be honest, that like a popular streamer that's actually like a good player they'll like restream the tournament, and they'll get more viewers than the official stream, because a lot of times these tournaments, these streams aren't that entertaining, or they'll get like some random announcers like, hey, let's just get a woman announcer for no reason other than, you know, we got to have it. It makes us look good as a professional streaming setup to like get random people. I know Splatoon, when they did their tournaments, they had this random like video game chick, this black dude that's like used to do sports announcing. I forget his name. And then they'll have like one guy from the community that, you know, actually knows his shit. And the two are just, they're media personalities that, you know, they sound good, they know how to do it, you know, they're professional, in scare quotes. So, but I mean, Street Fighter is a big enough, you know, Splatoon's kind of small, so an official Nintendo account's going to get more views, no problem. But, you know, Street Fighter streamers that are a little more well-known, there's a chance that they'll take a lot of viewers away from that. So I assume Capcom's deciding to charge fans to stream it because of that. Sort of like, hey, we'll get a cut too. To be honest, this seems incredibly dumb to me. Like, I don't know why you would do this. Say like, yeah, you gotta pay money to stream our game. But some people were saying Harada was quite interested in it, and he has to like set the record straight. I never said a single word about wanting to turn it into paid content. I only said I was wondering or interest in how that could be achieved. In the first place, I'm not even positive about monetization. The context interpretation may have been created by an article, but judging from the flow of the conversation, this is basically saying they're trying to clickbait him, trying to make clickbait by saying he's like, oh, maybe I can do this in a second. In any case, it's unlikely it will be monetized. In fact, the operation of streaming and TWT, I'm not sure what that means, has never fallen within the scope of our, maybe this is tournament broadcasting, when the scope of our business since the very beginning, because prize money is involved and these activities have been excluded from the scope for our Japanese corporate entity. Japan has like these because of the Yakuza, a lot of these anti-gambling laws or some crap. So like a lot of these tournaments can't have prize money, or the limited prize money or something. So You even have like a lot of like Japanese players coming over to America to actually win cash, or taking place in American tournaments to win money off of it. But I think he's right in the fact that I just don't think top-down esports can work at all. I think they're trying to still make it a thing. I think it's just largely a dead end for a lot of these. I mean, it's good to have tournaments to keep interest, but I think it needs to be more of a fan thing rather than Capcom or Namco kind of dictating like what can be and what can't be. Like let it naturally come out of like different people doing different things, and let the best one win, essentially. And yeah, sure, you can't control maybe stuff happens that makes you look bad. Like the Capcom had a tournament where one of the people had a Chung-Li Noon mod still on, and that caused a big uproar about modding. And Capcom were trying to like crack down on mods after that. I mean, they can't control that. You could try all you want, but it's gonna happen either way. So like, why just say like, hey, that's nothing to do with us? No, the problem is they don't want to like look at themselves as the ball. They want to say like, hey, this is our game, and two people fighting using our game is like our content. We own it, and hopefully that goes away, because honestly, I feel like the game itself isn't as important as the players competing. I think the players competing like transform it, make it its own thing. But we'll see. Another thing for Rada, they had a memorial service for Itagaki, who recently passed away. Really touching stuff. A lot of art. You could see a lot of the game developers and stuff. People he touched. A little memorial at the swords out. All of his video games he worked on, notably Dead or Alive and the 3D sort of Ninja Gaidens 1 and 2, that are considered some of the best action games ever made. And just some of the stuff he liked, and just general tributes to him. So a really, really touching service for one of the most influential game developers in the industry, especially in Japan. It's nice to see. Let's move on from that touching tribute to something that's pretty funny. This is someone arguing that Doom guy would side with me. And one of the creators of the original Doom, like, it's one of the original contributors to Doom and Doom 2. I can confidently say we never once talked about Doom guy's sexual politics. Which, a simpler time in game development where it's like, we'll just make cool Doom guy kill stuff. Pretty cool. If only they kept that with Master Chief and didn't invite a bunch of women to write video games. That conversation would never happen if the video game industry was mostly men still. This was another. I saw the preview to this Hoppers thing, but I don't know if I should play it. It's kind of annoying.
Doc! Oh, I need your help!
Mabel, I'm in the middle of class. A class that you are enrolled in.
Whoa. It's a bunch of women. It doesn't look this. It looks pretty annoying overall. Where it's like goofy stuff.
Rule number 1, don't be a stranger. Looking good, Fran. Tom, Laquan, Tamara, Prudence, Pete, Peter, Petey.
Yeah, it's crowded, but we're still alive.
They got eaten. What strikes me most about modern movies is that they're the same tone. Animals sound like middle managers. Everyone's snarky and self-conscious. They don't actually go to another world, even when you're literally not even human anymore. No one writes in mythic mode. No one writes people who don't talk like bored college kids or their whiny parent. What's the point of imagining all these things if you're just a version of you in a beaver fursuit? I long for the honesty and courage of Watership Down that dares us to imagine rabbits have their own inner life and challenges us to become rabbits, rather than remarking all the world in our own narrow postmodern image. Even like this sort of like, which seems like this Hopper seems like, environmental propaganda, where it's like, ooh, guy, white developer guy wants to take down a forest, and the animals need to come together to stop the deforestation and environmentalism. It feels like even like Ferngully, back in the day was kind of like probably similar in message to that. Like, we need to stop. We need to save the planet, guys. That was pretty, mythical. Now it's just like we got goofy things. Like, whoa. Oh no, the animals.
Your life is in danger. You must do exactly as we say, Harry. LOL, I mean Jerry.
Oh, it's the typos,
Drive
right?
now, rocket ship.
Whoa. That's whatever. It's so bad nowadays. I really miss old media where they had like romance. They had this sort of mythic, these epic things. Like Secret of Nim was really good. It's about mice, like animal creatures. They've always had these really cool. Someone posted something about what is it called? The Rescuers or shit? What's the one with the mice that help children? I think it's called The Rescuers. They had those back in the day where mice taking part in epic journeys, but this is one of the issues. This is Cabrutus Rambo posting this was a talk, and I mean this might seem like just like some random college presentation, but like this stuff always gets into the industry. I guarantee you this always gets into the industry when you have people talking like this. And this is just so looking at the gender, how many words are spoken, which is such a stupid metric. Like, why is this important at all? The Rescuers, okay. Who cares? I didn't want less dialogue in my video games, but obviously a Final Fantasy probably does have dialogue. Oh no, it's mostly male. Lightning Returns Final Fantasy. I guess Lightning having a bunch of lightning. I'm surprised X2. All right, it was almost even on X2 because most of the main characters are women in this. Who gives a shit? Good. It's made for men. Why men have most of the dialogue? That seems pretty good. Honestly, this is probably a good chart to say what the best one is. Oh, what is this? Final Fantasy IV? Mostly male. Where's Final Fantasy? Let me see where Final Fantasy 6 is at. 6, very low, very good. Like, I never played 15. I don't know if this is like an actual determination of quality. The more male speak, but I mean, Final Fantasy 4, obviously one of the best. Final Fantasy 6, my favorite personally. Over 25% just male voices. That's pretty good. So that maybe this is a good indicator of how good the game is. X, I liked X. That's still a little too high. We got to get these numbers down further. Less female dialogue. And then someone was calling out like, "There's no way Horizon Zero Dawn, the game that has stars and women, has less dialogue, female dialogue here." But wow. Look how much words women speak. That's got to be a sign of quality. What's wrong with women's dialogue? Let's see. It's not that each individual woman is not given enough dialogue, but rather there aren't enough women speaking. When they speak, they have a narrow range of things to say. There are gender biases, bias applied, not just main characters. God, they just never stop. Never stop trying to ruin video games. There are pervasive problems. Players can't avoid gender bias in dialogue. Oh no. What's a gender bias? Is that they like each other? Is that the gender bias? Tropeinform.com. Yeah. It never stop. Never stop. That's another thing that not related, not a video game, but Trench Crusaders was a similar to Warhammer, like a tabletop RPG, and they did a little presentation. Trench Crusader devs are incompetent as a GW. They did a Warhammer race for everyone speedrun, kicked them out with a vengeance. This is one of their things. Mistake number 3, pissed off some huge internet influencers. I like how they try to make it like, oh, it's just these extremist influencers. Many extremist influencers extremists means just they're general right-wing people. We kicked them out with a vengeance. Whoa. Way to go. You're so cool. They set out to attract trench skaters of the done many games, films, and comics. With their huge reach, 100,000 followers, things look grim. So now they ditched STL files for plastics overnight and releasing a historic, absurd map that makes zero sense. At least GW blunders some corporate greed and ignorant shareholder chasing profits. Trench Crusaders crew has no such excuse. They're just idiots making moronic choices. And then also this strength, which people like were excited for Trench Crusaders, going to look kind of cool. Used a lot of like Christian iconography and made like a cool world. But then they do stuff like say there is a clear good and evil in Trench Crusaders, where one of the team members saying no, that is not correct. They want to go with like the morally gray kind of bullshit, which people are just sick of at this point. Like, why make a game called Trench Crusaders where, oh yeah, you're fighting demons, but are they really the bad guys? Is it really not just humanity that's bad and evil? Yeah, that sounds really cool. Let's move on to Kirby though. And this, I love the fact that people are making, they put in a creator, a customizer for your stars, and people are just going ham with it as best they can. As Nintendo is seemingly rushing to remove user-made designs shared with Kirby writers that feature fan favorite character Chef Kawasaki dressed in a micro bikini, and then stuff that's far worse. People just sharing all sorts of designs. I mean, they are really good. People making some really good stuff, and Kirby is 13 times more popular than COD. Jesus, I hate this, Grok. Please, Grok, explain what an English post is. Thank you for that pop-up, Grok. Who designed this shit? Whatever Indian designed having a pop-up on Twitter to use Grok should be shot. Send this guy back to India immediately. Air Riders sold almost 200,000 physical units at launch in Japan. Call of Duty Black Ops only sold around. It's a lot of these are. It's amazing how unpopular COD is in Japan. So I'm sure that is incredibly inversed in English speaking, in the West. But Air Riders beaten COD, and just that. Let's get into some Air Riders. Gotta play. Gotta show that's the game of the week. It's Kirby Air Riders. It's a game that it's interesting in the fact that I gotta switch over to the scene here. Boom. There we go. Looks like my audio is working. Air Riders is a game there's a lot of things that you could criticize about it really easily. Because, like some of the balance of the events, the machines, they're not balanced at all. A lot of them are very specific. Some just seem worse options in general. Kind of like Smash. Honestly, it's really easy to compare this to Smash since Sakurai is involved in it. And it has a lot of the telltale, like the menu can remind you of Smash Brothers, the balance of it. Reminds me of Smash Brothers, where some stuff are just significantly worse in almost every way. But overall, you still just get a lot of fun out of it. Well, let me show you some of the machine market here, because people just do crazy stuff here. Let's see. Let's sort by popular. See the most popular stuff. This is just random VTubers Miko P thing. This one's really nice. You got this is kind of like a Chandelure as a warp star. A lot of creative stuff. Got Splatoon, super popular. I don't know what this Wing Star, why this is so popular, but it doesn't look like really much of anything. But this looks pretty cool. Got this looks Pop Team Epic. I assume this is made to look like some sort of truck. You got GameCube, Wagon Star, a lot of fan favorites. You got that's from the Zenless Zone Zero. You have Hatsune Miku. I don't recognize some of these references. Anime Girl. Oh, this is Latius as a hop star. A lot of that's just really creative. So I'm glad they added it to it. This is Uma Musume Cinderella Grey. That's Ogre Cap, kind of referencing that. Got DDD. Random, just the faces they put on it. On this stuff. I guess it's supposed to be Dragoon. Bepsi. Let's see. I love this. Looking through it, you could find all sort of like creative little things at Mario. Nintendo Direct as a Wagon Star. Chainsaw Man. This is another VTuber. I love this. I think that's from Bobobo. There's a bulk star. Just people using the shape. Oh, that's Starmie. Very nice. It really makes sense. Why wouldn't you make a Starmie thing? This is from Blue Archive. One of the characters is, I assume, a fried shrimp. Totally missed Mickey Mouse somewhere. More like Uma Musume and Pokemon and just making different versions of stuff. It's really cool. As you like look at, let's see, you can go by Pacific Stars. They have all different things. They do a really good job with some of these designs, like making a Mega Gengar, Sharpedo. Oh, and this is Garchomp. Never mind. Garchomp. That's really nice. A lot of the tools are really simple as well. The fact that people can make stuff that looks this good is really, really impressive. And it's just, yeah. Some transgender bullshit. If I see someone writing this, I'm going to destroy them. But I mean, it's just really fun stuff. I mean, my favorite thing, I think the best is City Trial is the like main mode that I enjoy. Air riding, I can do a quick air ride, but it's like a one button game or like a 2 button since they do have a special button, and it's like context sensitive, and sometimes the context sensitivity create some issues when you have something like in City Trial, especially. You use Y special to switch stars, and if you have a special available, sometimes you'll just use your special rather than switch stars, which could be pretty bad for you in certain cases. So there's some issues with that, but overall, pretty solid. Just like a simple game, but I mean the beauty of these stages, the art team really nice. I mean, there is like ways to kind of express skill and how you like to turn and making use of hitting enemies gives you a speed boost. So you gotta like try lines that are good, that are nice, and like hitting glides depending on your machine can glide. You can definitely use that and follow the trails of the racers. I may have took a bad. Yeah, probably should have gone over that instead of taking it over that. I'm not as familiar with this stage. Yeah, I have to hit like the boost here. I think that is important to speed. Yes, that's significant. I mean, just look how good this stage looks. I mean, they did a great job. I mean, the fact that you can just play it too. Like, if you're someone that's not good at video games, you can do okay at Kirby Zero Rise, but like the sort of minute stuff does add up. This guy gives me a speed boost, which I'm overtaken. So he can probably retake me. I'm not. tried to take a thing there and mess that up. See, that was on me. I can't be like, oh yeah, there's no skill involved. Screwing shit out. I've never felt like, oh, it's impossible to win. I mean, there has been some things where, like, even if I played it right, because of, like, the machine I picked, or if I didn't pick the top tier, I feel like eventually you got serious about it. There would be a thing where, like, this character and this bike's unusable, you have to use this if you want to win. But at this point, it's not. It's not a win. Yeah, well. And I won. Finish. Hell yeah. It ride's fun, but it's not the best mode. Let me show you what the best mode is. To me, like, and they added a team thing, and this is, for me, I think the real fun's playing with people. Like in the team battle for City Trial is a lot of fun. I've been playing it with my brothers and my other family. It's a blast. City Trial. And this is like more of like a party mode. Like you can get serious. They have a ranked system. Yeah, it's mostly just for fun. Because I mean, even in this, like you can get screwed. There's a lot of randomness. Like again, just like Smash Brothers, but you can't turn it off. You can't go Final Destination no items on this. So you can express your skill, but you can just get completely screwed over by what the contest selection is. Like you can do like super good, and have like a shitload of top speed. Like if you did a drag race, you would annihilate everyone, but it could choose like button race, and now like you totally uncontrollable. You're like way too fast to actually hit anything with precision, and you're just done. So it can how well you do in the actual city trial itself cannot matter in the end. So you always have that kind of that kind of stuff, which is kind of infuriating, but at the same time, it's like, if you want something that's a little bit lighter, like something that's kind of competitive but has a lightness to it. Battle Chariot. I might get screwed over doing Battle Chariot here, but Battle Chariot is controlled, but just slow. But it can bully other people. Kind of worse stuff like Dark Storm or Shadow Storm. The pillars are going. See if there's anything over here. Freeze! Tight. Then you have random events. They got to keep things interesting. Fire! I want to find some blue boxes. They're the what. So essentially, what you have to do in City Trial is collect these stats. Like they power up like right here. These little icons I'm picking up make your machine faster or stronger. And once this timer ends, you're gonna go to a contest, and you compete against it. And if you're against a machine that just has superior stats, you're just screwed. So you have to try and do these events, win these events, collect stats. Sweet fun snow. And it is like wild. It's a wild time. Oh, these controls. You're just pointing up these like crazy power-ups. Oh, I'm just trying to kill this guy. If I was able to spin properly, I would have annihilated. So, the controller. Damn, I wonder that top speed's like the best. That little blue comment. So the faster you are, the more stuff. The faster you go, the more stuff you get. Some of the ways you kind of. If I just run a random guy over, I can get a ton of stats. Look, that guy's got Hydra's like a legendary machine. Man. Hey. That's why he's like, keeps hitting. Last piece of height. Go up the Hydra or go up the Grand Wheel. Damn it. Everyone's rare stuff with me. May not be good for me. I mean, it's not necessarily the end of the world. Because, I mean, as you go around, the contests aren't always, sort of like Leo or the other stuff is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time!
How did I not take his stuff? It was just a Rex. Got a lot of glide. If you get the stats you get, it seems almost random. Maybe you could kind of determine what you get.
Stadium.
But now you get a selection of 4 things. So drag race, big battle is probably my best thing to do because I'm not going to drag race or high jump or target flight. I hope I chose big battle there, as I was. And surprisingly, the Hydra isn't there, but I guess you could probably win drag race pretty easy.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, up that.
Time.
Ah, lost. It'd be tough to win some of these. Third. Ah, yeah. The scooter, which is amazing, the scooter one. You must have been picking on that swerve star pretty bad, which I probably, if I was more maneuverable, I probably could have done too. But I mean, good on him. Like, my thing should have won that. I had the best machine for it, but sometimes how you play and how you maneuver is more important. You know, how the power-ups you get. So it's still winnable in a lot of cases. At least, you know, that kind of stuff, the arena stuff, is winnable by a lot of different people. Some of the contests that I didn't choose, like drag race, the gliding, high jump, are just won totally by machine. It's really, they're really hyper focused. But since I didn't get like a legendary machine, I wasn't going to compete against some of these weird crazy legendary machines.
3, 2, 1, start.
I would just auto loss. So there's a lot of
Wagon star.
unbalance in the game, but that could be fun. It could be fun in a way. Like, perfect balance isn't as interesting in some cases. Go kill that guy. I need to find a key. Where's the key? Or I could partake in the sense I could just ignore it and try and click power ups. I mean, usually if you can successfully do the event, it is really good. You get a lot of power-ups. And I need to find a key. Either I gotta take this key from this guy. Get your key. Damn. Try the key. Should I take the swerve star?
Swerve star.
I feel like swerve star can like stop on a dime. So like you got a lot of control by collecting stuff. No, it disappeared. I hate when that happens. It disappears right before my eyes.
Freeze.
Top speed. Always good.
Steel ball.
Ah. Short race is about to start. I don't know if I'll win this. I don't think I have enough top speed, but you get stuff just by going into it. 3 power-ups. It's fun. Just overall, this is just a fun sort of party type game.
3, 2, 1, start.
I can be very competitive about it. Not very good at first start in racing. You have to be like, I think you really have to like change your sensitivity too.
Steel ball. Cutter.
I want to keep this simple. How dare you hit me? You you can really mix it up with people too. It's fun. It's fun like that. Oh, I can't make it right there. Oh, big fly. Magnet's so good. Fly over and just collect all this stuff. Though you also collect like negative power-ups. You're gonna getting more. At some point, you collect too much stuff that you come out of control. I'm slowly getting to that point right now, and I'm getting a little bit too. One of the downsides is I guess I'll go Rex and try and
4, 3,
win.
2,
Hopefully there's a
1. Time.
hopefully there's a drag race. Because Rex Wheelie is good at top speed, but he sucks at handling. And I mean, I've got a decent amount of top speed, so no weight. I'm shocked I got picked up no weight. That's crazy. Or I lost all my weight, I guess. Boss, see. I'm going to try drag race and see. Oh, Beam Gauntlet might have been. Beam Gauntlet be better? I'm going to go with Beam Gauntlet. Because less fast people may go to this. Like, it's not as advantageous, but see, like in Wagon Star, Wagon Star's gonna be pretty good. We'll see. It's like the less popular, so
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm hoping like people that are like super confident in drag race maybe don't come here. And it looks like I'm winning so far. I'm crushing these guys. Yes, this was the right call. We take first easily by a mile. I'm a genius. Hooray! They're still racing. I beat them by 10 seconds. So that's how, like, if you had the right, that other guy's still racing. If you have the right vehicle or, star and the right stats, you just completely annihilate the other racers. So I take first. And my rank goes up as I keep outclassing these people. But that's Kirby Air Ride. I mean, it's a really fun game. It is $70 right now, so it's I'd almost feel like you need to like have other people to play with to really get maximum value out of it. But even the solo modes are still pretty cool. It is interesting and a fun game, so I'll give it that. But that's it for the podcast, guys. I'm gonna call it here. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye now.